Mint Salad and I saw Major League. It is written and directed by David S. Ward, and if you haven't seen this movie, I will spoil it for you. This was requested by a Patreon. If you would like to fast track a movie review, you can do that. Patreon.com/ASEPresents. On with the review. This movie starts and we're following this baseball team. They're called the Indians. And there's a nice, cool little montage at the very beginning that quickly explains their history with winning and losing. They did win like really early on in the team. And then they lost, and then they kept losing, and then they kept losing, and now we're at 35 years losing streak for the team. And so this chick, she buys up the team and is like, oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to hire the worst baseball players I can find so they lose, so I can fire them all, so I have this whole contract with Miami. They're gonna make an entirely new stadium, and I'm going to pick a great baseball team as a result. And I'm not sure if this is super smart. I mean, part of me is like, yeah, I like that idea. Honestly, if this team sucks, I guess hire the people that were on the team previous year, you know? Just hire the people who were last year. She's like, no, we're gonna hire incredibly new people. And also people who have a lot of health issues, people with bad knees, ex-cons, like a voodoo guy, like a guy who literally practices voodoo. Just a bunch of middle-aged dudes, you know? That's the people that are turning up to this audition. I like the process of calling around, hey, can you like be in this baseball team? And it's like, it's the major leagues. And people are turning them down. They're like, nah, we're good. We don't need to be part of your team that sucks terribleness. And I'm like, all right, that seems a very realistic answer. No one would necessarily jump on the opportunity to play for the worst team because you could just get ridiculed, like endlessly ridiculed. So anyway, we have all these players, you know, they're auditioning. There's this guy who pulls up in a car, and he's like in a really nice car. He's like, ha ha ha, I'm all in a suit and pompous, ha ha ha. I get the vibe that the others are like, dude, you're at the wrong place, right? But what's cool is that he insists on staying. He insists on going to this, I would say it's kind of like a barrack style bunk bed situation at this baseball place, and he's there. What I find funny is there's cops. They pull the bed up from like the bunking in the middle of the night. There's a bunch of people sleeping there. They take that guy's bunk and put it outside of the baseball diamond, and he wakes up. He's like, what? I've been disqualified? Oh man, I'm gonna have to run. And he just like runs. There's like a whole like sprinting thing happening. He just runs past him, and then he just blares through him. He's like, and it's pretty freaking sweet. And I'm like, okay, so we're getting a ragtag team who actually might have a chance, like against this chick's wishes. We also got the ex-con. He can throw like 100-mile-per-hour fastball, but he's not very good at controlling where he throws. He just throws really hard. What's also fun is seeing the team dynamic. They first initially hate each other. There's a couple of beefs, all that fun jazz, but they eventually learn to play with each other nicely, and each person has strengths and weaknesses. Like someone might be able to hit a ball, or they might be able to run, but they can't do the other thing. All that fun jazz. I like it. There's a nice variety of players here. And the team gets more and more like, yes, we're gonna win this season. And also, eventually, there's a fun detail of, hey, that chick wants us to lose. And someone gets a little detail about it, and the entire team is pissed. And the chick is pissed because they're winning. They're winning to the point where they're now up against the Yankees. They're up against the Yankees now. They're winning so much. And we're at the point in the movie where it's like, oh man, the chick really wants them to lose, so she's going to sabotage them in any way they can. And looks like the pitcher, the wild guy, the ex-con who has like a wild arm. I think his nickname is like Wild Thing or something. Wild Arm. Very hard, wild, hard, fast throwing. And this chick interacts with this guy, and this guy doesn't know who she is, and she's here to like try to strong arm him, and he's like, I'm sorry, I guess I won't play. Oh, something bad happened. I guess I won't be there. There's a nice little tension in the third act when they're playing against the Yankees, and the Yankees are like getting up on one on them. And I'm like, no, they got like rid of their top player. No, this chick knew what she was doing. She wants them to lose. And this team is like, no, we're very much determined to win. We are going to win. And midway through, they get their pitcher back, and so they're able to match up with the Yankees, and eventually through sheer willpower they win. And then that chick is like freaking out. She's like, no, man, no. And then the team's like, yeah. And I'm like, yes, I love this good boy underdog story, very classic. I like seeing the team dynamic. I like seeing each individual character. There's a lot of different personalities, each merging with each other. Sometimes they don't mix, but eventually they do mix. They all have a common enemy, which is that chick trying to make them lose, and they eventually win, and I really like this movie. Personally, not a huge baseball person, but I do appreciate sportsmanship, team building, doing a bunch of push-ups. Pretty great. I like this movie. There's just a lot of personality in it. It just feels like good old America. So I gotta give this movie a solid like 7 out of 10. If you like this review, watch another one. The platform really likes that. If you want a fast track movie review, we can do that for $20 dinos at patreon.com/ASEPresents. And if you like to help support the daily grindiness of all them daily movie reviews, go to this link tree, find the way you can help support the daily grind of all them daily movie reviews, so you can go here. And until next time, I'm Mint Salad. I'll see you later. Bye. Sal Crouton to Bacon Bits.